Hello there, dear friends, and welcome once again to the Relaxed Fantasy Review. On this channel, we spend our time looking at fantasy of all sorts, from books to movies to video games, and applying the characters within into the tabletop game Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. Today, though, we're going to be looking at a core mechanic of D&D itself. Specifically, we're going to be looking at a subclass of the fighter, straight out of Xanathar's Guide to Everything, the Cavalier. A lot of people look at Cavalier and immediately think of a fighter who's mounted, a fighter that jumps on a horse or some other steed and rides around the battlefield being a protector and an amazing mounted combatant. But in reality, the Cavalier is just a subclass with a lot of cool features. Some have to do with mounted combat, some don't. And let's look at the mechanics to see how it pans out. Straight away at 3rd level, you grab bonus proficiency. You got a list of 5 different skills that you can pick from, or you can learn a language if none of those skills sound cool to you. This is okay. A skill proficiency is not bad. A language is kind of whatever. Whatever works for you, but I say 6 out of 10. Mechanically, it's not going to do you much. But the other feature you get at level 3 is Born to the Saddle. Born to the Saddle means that you can mount creatures easier. It only takes 5 feet of your movement speed rather than half of it. And you have advantage on checks to knock you off your mount. And if you fall less than 10 feet, you do not land prone. You're just better at riding in general. If you're a mounted person, this is awesome. If you're not, this doesn't do much for you. So I say 7 out of 10. It's situationally helpful. But then also, at 3rd level, you get the Unwavering Mark power. When you hit a creature, you can choose to mark them. If you mark them, they then, until your next turn, have disadvantage on attacks against any creature that isn't you. Basically, it's an aggro feature. And if they decide to hit someone else, you then can use your bonus action on your next turn to make a special attack against them. Not only does this attack not require your action, but it also allows you to do extra damage equal to your fighter level. This is a good feature. It helps focus the damage on you, and if a creature tries to break it, they take a bunch of extra damage when you hit them. This is good. 9 out of 10. Then, at level 7, you get the Warding Maneuver power. Warding Maneuver means that you can use your reaction whenever a creature is attacked near you. This includes you. It's got to be within 5 feet of you. You use your reaction as long as you're holding a shield or a melee weapon in your hand, and you can add extra AC to the creature who's being attacked. This AC is 1d8. You roll the d8 and add it. If this turns a miss into a hit, great. Or if it turns a hit into a miss, great. You can do this a few times per day, and it's really, really nice. It's kind of like a fighter's version of the shield spell, except you can do it to your allies as well as yourself. So, pretty good, honestly. Not a bad thing at all, and I say this deserves another 9 out of 10. Then there's the Hold the Line feature at 10th level. Hold the Line means that you can hit creatures with opportunity attacks, and when you do, their speed gets reduced to 0. This is basically the same feature that the Sentinel feat has, except the Cavalier gets it as a subclass feature at level 10. So, if you already took Sentinel, this does nothing for you. If you didn't take Sentinel, then this is really nice. And it frees up a feat slot. Fighters are feat machines. They can have up to 7 throughout their career. I guess 8 if they take the custom lineage or the variant human. So, yeah, saving yourself the Sentinel feat if you wanted to be that defensive fighter, pretty good. I say that this is a nice power, and I give it 9 out of 10. Then, at level 15, there's the Ferocious Charger. If you move 10 feet before an attack, you can knock a target prone when you hit it. You can do this once per turn, and this is actually similar to another feat, the Charger feat. Okay, we're doubling down on making feats redundant. I'm not against this. Again, it frees up space for you to take other feats. So 8 out of 10. Obviously, this requires a little more maneuverability around the battlefield, but it's not bad. And honestly, this continues on. The Cavalier doesn't need to be mounted. It's kind of cool to think of them as a mounted combatant doing all this on horseback, but you don't have to. You can just do this normally. And this continues finally to the final feature of the Cavalier, Vigilant Defender, their 18th level feature, and this one is a doozy. You get a special reaction that you can take on every single other creature's turn. You can't take it on your turn, although you could use your regular reaction on your own turn if you wanted to. But as long as you're using your reactions to make opportunity attacks, you can do it on every creature's turn. So if you're surrounded by creatures and every single one of them moves, you can make opportunity attacks against all of them, not just one. This is kind of broken. The idea that you can take multiple reactions, that's the sort of thing that you only see from boss monsters as part of their legendary actions. And this fighter gets it at the high levels. That's nuts. Even to use it to make opportunity attacks, that's really powerful. I say this is a 10 out of 10 feature and one of the best 10 out of 10 features that a fighter can get. Multiple reactions? Heck yeah. All in all, the Cavalier has an interesting mixture. They've got some redundant abilities, some feat copying abilities, some powerful abilities. They're a really, really mixed bag. Honestly, I like them. I think that at the low levels, they got that mark ability, and then they can not take Sentinel, not take Charger if that's what you were going for. You just can do it. That frees you up for some other things. Polearm Master, Great Weapon Master, the Tough Feat, heck, get some extra hit points in there. I say Cavaliers are 8 out of 10. Lower level features could use a bit of work. High level features are pretty good. Middle of the road features are good. Like there's good stuff here. And 8 out of 10 I think is the best way to talk about the Cavalier. I think they're worth your time for sure. This has been the Relaxed Fantasy Review. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe down below, and keep your eyes peeled for more subclass reviews coming down the line soon. Have a good one, my friends.